Dor Krubener from Hotelmize. Dor.
Hello, we are Hotelmize, and we're giving travel companies a competitive edge by making them money as they sleep. You see, the last decade has seen a huge surge in benefits for travel consumers. The hotel booking industry has completely transformed the market, allowing travelers to get better access to better rates, wide inventory, and a much better booking experience. While that's all nice and good, travel companies' profit margins are squeezing, and so was their profit. Luckily for them, there is still a huge underutilized opportunity that lies in the post-booking stage. Did you know that hotel rates can change 30 times from the moment of booking and until the check-in date? And that in many cases, the price actually drops? Now, coming from a background of capital market and stocks market trading, I realized that stocks and hotel bookings are similar type of assets. Both of those assets' prices going up and down over the timeline. And I was fascinated to see if the same trading principles that are applied for stocks trading in order to create profits could be used in the hotel booking industry. And the answer was a big yes. And this is the foundation of Hotelmize. So we utilize capital market trading strategies on one side, together with AI-based prediction algorithm on the other, in order to help travel companies enhance their performance. So let's see it in action. This is Max. Max books a refundable 5-night stay to his favorite hotels in Paris and gets a great rate of $1,100. He booked it in one of the most famous OTAs, Amoda, that paid for it $1,000 only. So Amoda has made $100. And usually that is it, but not in this case, because Amoda is already in love with Hotelmize. And this is where we kick into action. We start to monitor Amoda's bookings, including all room attributes and different policies, day after day after day, utilizing our matching, room mapping, and AI prediction algorithms. Once we discover it for, you guessed it, $600, and when our prediction algorithms determine this will be the lowest price until the check-in date, we automatically reshop it. And Amoda, doing nothing at all, now has an extra $400 in profit. Not a bad deal for Amoda. And we only charge a success fee. We take a portion out of the extra profit we produce for our clients, so there is no risk for them at all. Till today, we have monitored bookings in a value of $1.8 billion. We have reshopped 208,000 bookings in a value of over $130 million. But most importantly, we've added our clients more than $15 million that went directly to their bottom line because our technology is completely automated. When we reshop a reservation, we usually add $72 on average per booking we reshop. We only reshop 10% of the bookings, but they hold 90% of the profit potential. And looking at the bottom line, we increase their profitability by over 30%. And in the industry, with squeezing margin, that is massive. There are some companies in the world today who leverage this rate fluctuations opportunity in order to help consumers or business travelers to save money. But we are the only company in the world who's doing this as a profit optimization solution for travel companies. Today, we serve more than 25 clients from 10 different countries, and next year, we expect to process more than $3.5 billion value of bookings. But our true differentiation lies in our secret sauce. Our room mapping algorithm allows us to monitor each reservation, including all of those crazy room attributes, across most providers around the world. And get Max exactly what he asked for initially. 50% of the profit that we discover is due to this technology. Same room, lower price, but completely different room name. The second is our AI rate prediction algorithm, which is based on neural network, which allows us to maximize the profit potential in the most efficient way. Our prediction algorithm forecasts what will be the minimal price of each reservation, and only once we hit it, we reshape the reservation, therefore maximizing the opportunity to the max. Two of the founders of the company are coming from the capital market. We have a team of travel experts with more than 40 years of aggregated experience.
5 seconds.
Deep tech technology, or share the same vision to help travel companies improve their profitability.
Thank you, Dor.
Thank you.
Dragons?
So I have a couple questions, but I'm a little stuck on how you're really differentiating from the Yaptas and the TripBAMs and some of those others.
Okay.
Can you just elaborate on that?
Of course, the Yaptas and the TripBAM, basically, they are the one who provide the solution based on the GDS only and for business travelers as a saving solution. Our technology can connect to every merchant in the world. It can connect to the bad bags of the industry. It can connect to the OTAs of the industry. And we provide that as a profit optimization solution.
So it can connect. How many does it connect to today?
Excuse me?
You said it can connect to all these different content sources?
Yes.
How many does it connect to?
Today, we are connected to 25 clients.
So when you think about this, what's the opportunity actually to use your AI algorithms, if they're good enough, and actually use it to price rooms at the time of sale potentially below market, and use it as a revenue enhancer and loyalty enhancer? Because to me, that seems like potentially an even bigger opportunity. I think your window of sort of taking money from your customers might be shorter, but your window to kind of build a sustainable pricing algorithm might be longer.
You're 100% correct. And actually, when we look forward, this is where we aim to. Today, we have the capability to predict what will be the future minimum price of each reservation. Therefore, we can today sell a reservation with either a zero markup or even a small loss, and to create our profit along the road.
Yeah.
And this is, as I said, I'm coming from the capital market, and this is a pure short.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems more interesting for OTAs and hotel resellers, in my opinion.
Although, don't you run into rate parity issues? I mean, if you're selling at a different price than what the hotels are selling at?
Depends.
The industry basically is built from many different layers. And sometimes when you make a booking, it passes through 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 hands. Who knows? Along the way, until it actually reached to the OTA or to someone else, we can serve everybody along the road, including tour operators, travel agencies, OTAs, anyone who sells hotels, basically.
How does your mapping algorithm work? That seems pretty key to this, of the room type mapping.
Wow, you're correct. It's a key, and it's a disaster.
Yeah.
So we invested...
I know this.
No,
Room 77.
That's a moment of honesty. That's a moment of honesty. So in the past 3.5 years, we've invested a lot of time, a lot of tears, and a lot of money to build it in the right way. Today, it's text analysis based. Basically, when we take all the data of the room in each result, we break it down into word after word after word. But you need to understand what is the meaning, because sometimes the word city can be a city room, and sometimes it can be city of a city view. So it's a very complex thing to do. It requires not only technology, but a lot of know-how and to understand how hotels are managing this.
Just caution around semantic text-based for normalization in this space is going to be challenging. Maybe it's too late for that.
The other thing I was going to ask is, I was involved way back when with a company called Faircast, and we were doing sort of predictive for airline prices. And hotel was much more difficult because the systems aren't standardized the same way. And so, are you having to write APIs down to all the different PMS? Where does the data come from?
So,
sorry, we're out of time.
Today, we're connected to 25 clients, and they're connected. Each of them is connected to 100 suppliers in the background. Basically, we see the whole market from a satellite view.
Thanks.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.